Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Vimal Singh and in this particular video we are going to uh, discuss about one particular scenario that commonly we face when it comes to the synchronization of object from on-premises to the cloud. So sometimes we have experienced and a lot of customers are coming, hey, I lost my sync service and maybe the entire server, I do not have anything in my hand. So how I can re-establish the synchronization from on-premises to the cloud. So in this particular video, we'll try to understand that requirement and we'll re-establish the synchronization with our Entra ID. So let's get started. Okay, so let's understand the scenario first. Here, as you can see on my whiteboard, we have something called Azure Cloud. This is Azure Cloud, and there we have one Entra ID. All the objects, as you can see, which is listing here, is basically coming from on-premises Active Directory. As you can see, to get this object synchronized from on-premises directory service to this Entra ID, we have used Entra ID Connect tool. So this is one of the member server, and this particular server is having this Azure AD Connect, or you can say Entra ID Connect. And the moment you configure it, automatically the management agent will get configured on this system for both Entra ID and on-premises directory service. Along with this management agent, you will get synchronization rule also created by default. Top of it, you can modify it, which is fine. So with the help of this service, the object will get synchronized at this place. That's very normal uses, or you can say the scenario where organizations are moving their object from this particular place, I mean on-premises to the cloud. But the challenging thing is what? Because of any reason, or maybe disaster happened, or accidentally or intentionally someone has deleted the server and you do not have anything in your hand. Then you lost the connectivity from here. Now you don't have any connectivity from your on-premises to the Entra ID. So what will happen? So now we understood the scenario, but what would be the solution? So let's get started and see how it looks like and how we can implement the solution. Okay, so let's see what is the status of my Entra ID synchronization service. So right now I logged in on Entra ID, and if I'll go to the hybrid management, there we have Microsoft Entra Connect. If I click at this place, there we have a connect sync that is for the Entra ID synchronization service. If I'll go to that place, there you will see the status is enabled, but the last sync is 10 hours ago, which is fine. And the password hash sync is also enabled because the synchronization was with the password hash, which is fine. But we know that service got deleted from our on premises. But how we will check it out from the cloud side? So for that, you need to come health and analytics. If I'll go to that place, there we have sync errors and we'll get to know if any issue is related with the synchronization service. But right now, that's not the concern. We have to check the status of synchronization service. And here it says, hey, this is the account. This is the domain, which is on Azure side, and that is being synced. Okay, it's fine. But there, if I check the status, that is an error. So if I'll go to that place, it will show you, hey, the server, Entra Connect server was SEA SVR1, 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 and all this state that you can see right now, unhealthy. If I see the alerts, there we have 3 active alerts. If I click there, I'll get the complete detail. As you can see here, health service data is not up to date. If I click on that, I'll get to know, okay, last detected was this. And issue is what? That you will have the complete detail. What would be the fix? That you can find out from here. So we got to know, okay, the sync server was SVR1, and right now it is in error. We are getting some error related to that, and it is unable to synchronize. So let's switch to the SVR1 and check it out. So right now, if you see the server where we are sitting right now, which is SVR1, and if I click here, go to that place, if you have synchronization service installed, you can find that synchronization service directly to the start menu, or you will have synchronization service on your desktop. And the third way that you can check, you can go to the PowerShell, and there if you say get hyphen module hyphen list available. So if the synchronization service is installed on your computer, there would be one AD sync module. As you can see right now, we do not have. It means we lost that AD sync. So what we need to do? The big challenge is what? There, if I go to this Microsoft Entra Connect and click on Connect Sync, it says still the status is enabled. So, and if the status is enabled, we cannot download the Entra Connect. Even if I go to the internet and directly from the internet, if I'll start downloading it, earlier it was publicly available. But right now, if I'll go and say google.com, if I'll go to that place, click on download link, it won't give you the installer. If you click on this PDF, it says, hey, this is what we have done, only available from the Microsoft Entra Connect build. So if I'm coming to this place, I do not have that because the state is what? Enabled. So the first thing what we need to do, we need to disable it. So how we can disable this? For that, you need to use Microsoft Graph. So if you're planning to use Microsoft Graph, again, there would be one issue. If you don't have the latest version of PowerShell, and then you will try to connect Microsoft Graph, you will get some error message related to JWT token. So the first thing we are going to check which version of PowerShell we have. If I'll go PWSH, we have to work on PowerShell core. And then if I'll go and check $PS version table, it says it has 7.3. You should have 7.5. So the first thing we are going to update our PowerShell. Okay, so I have upgraded my PowerShell, and now if I'll go and check my PowerShell core, as you can see, the version is 7.5. Now, the first thing to manage our Entra ID, you need to download the module Microsoft Graph. So we'll say install -module Microsoft.graph. Yes to all. Okay, so the installation of Microsoft Graph got completed. But if you want to play with the latest version of, you can say Graph API, in that case, you can also install graph.beta. Okay, so installation of the module got completed. Now let's execute the command to connect Entra ID. And for that, I'll execute connect my MZ graph, and we are setting the scope. We need a connectivity for directory services with the read and write. So that request has been sent to the Microsoft Entra ID. Now it will verify your identity. So we will pick our administrative credential. Once it is done, here you will get the confirmation, okay, successfully connected to that, which is fine. Now what we need to do, we need to verify the current status of directory synchronization. And for that, we can execute the command to get MG organization and the synchronization status enabled or not. So we'll go to that place and execute this particular command. And for that, I'm just going to paste it. And there we have MG organization select on-premises sync enabled. And if I hit the enter key, let's use this account. And there you can see currently the synchronization is enabled. And this is what exactly we checked it out graphically. Now, the first thing, as we discussed, we need to disable the synchronization before moving ahead and reinstallation, because we cannot download the Entra ID Connect if it is in an enable mode. Let's create a variable that will store your organization ID. Then we will create a parameter which will hold the complete, you can say, attributes related to that. So first, let's create a parameter because values are designed to be accepted in a parameter. So we'll create parameter equal to, and this is how we create a parameter in PowerShell. There we will put the value for, you can say, on-premises enabled, and the value is going to be $false. This is the parameter we created. And now we are going to update it with this parameter, this organization. So now this organization Entra ID got updated for the synchronization with this parameter, and this value is false. So now if I'll go and check what is the status now, get -mg organization, and then we'll select object, and there we can say on-premises sync enabled. And right now, let's check what is the status. It's blank. So synchronization is not enabled. Let's go and verify from the interface. If I'll go to this place, let's refresh it. And there you can see it got disabled. Now it doesn't detect anything and it is in not installed state. And the moment this synchronization got disabled and came into not installed mode, now we are able to see this Entra Connect download. So let's click here, and here you will see download Connect Sync Agent. You just need to click there, accept term and download. Okay, so it got downloaded. Now let's go and install it. Okay, now let's accept, continue, and we can go with either express setting or the customize. Let's go with the customize. Let them to install all these components. Sorry, password has synchronization. Earlier, that was the option. So let's go with this one. Here we will provide the Entra ID username, which has admin right. Now the once again for authentication username and the password. Now let's add the on-prem Entra on-prem directory service credentials. Next. Okay. In my case, the UPN is not different UPN on premises and different on the cloud. So I'll go with this continue without matching all UPN. And currently I'll go with all organizational unit and domains. No changes required at this place. Even earlier it was the same. We're not going to restrict our user and devices from a specific group. We'll go with the password has synchronization and install. Perfect. So you can see the configuration is completed and we are able to resynchronize our data from here to this place. I mean to Entra ID. So if I'll go back to this place and let's go and once again check the Microsoft Entra Connect. There you can go to Connect Sync. And there, if you refresh it, so you can see here, the sync status is enabled. And now password has sync is enabled. Now let me go and check the health status of it. If I'll go to this place, click on sync service. Okay, so if you go inside that, now you can see there is one synchronization service which is in healthy state, right? And that proves your synchronization is happening from the same server now. Okay, so I hope you got an idea how this resynchronization of Entra ID can be established. We saw that we need to first disable the synchronization and then reinstall your Entra ID Connect. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in next.